Hello and welcome to our channel. Let's start with the CAPM quiz rapid fire part 3. So the first question is, when using an agile approach, how should the project manager determine the current status of the project schedule? A. Reprioritizing the remaining work plan against the actual cost of the work performed. B. Determining total amount of work delivered and accepted against the elapsed time cycle. C. Comparing the estimated amount of work against the user story in the product backlog. And D. Comparing the rate of deliverables against the total story point on the last 3 sprint. Let's take a pause for 5 seconds and we'll be right back. So the answer is B, determining total amount of work delivered and accepted against the elapsed time cycle. How? This is the fundamental concept of velocity, or burn up or burn down. Agile's schedule status is measured by assessing the amount of accepted value, that is work delivered and accepted over a period of time, that is elapsed time cycle. Next question. The specific technique for evaluating sellers' proposal by a multi-discipline team, including members with specialized knowledge in each of the area covered by the proposed contract, is called A. Seller rating system. B. Expert judgment. C. Request for proposal. And D. Bidder conference. Let's take a pause for 5 seconds. So the answer is expert judgment. This is like calling upon a specialized team for or individual with knowledge in specific area, example legal, technical, or finance, to evaluate an input like a seller proposal is called an expert judgment as per the book. Next question. And information such as outcomes of risk reassessment, risk audit, and periodic risk reviews are example from which of the following? A. Combined burn chart. B. Approved change request. C. Project document updates. And D. Work performance information. So the answer is project document update. This is an action updating document, the classification of the information in itself. Next question. The project manager uses several tools and techniques to control procurement except A. Audit, B. Inspection, C. Claim transfer, and D. Expert judgment. So the answer is claim transfer. Claim transfer for dispute resolution is a technique used to resolve disagreements or claims after they have occurred, typically during the close project or close procurement processes. It is not a tool used for monitoring or controlling performance during contract execution. Okay, now the next question. Which of the following are examples of situational leadership model? A. Hygiene or motivational factor. B. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. And C. Theory of the needs. And D. Oscar model. So the answer is Oscar model. Oscar model, which is outcome situation choice action review, is a well-known coaching and mentoring model often used as a tool by situational leaders to adapt their coaching style to the specific need of a team member in a given situation. Why APC is not correct? Because they are well-known motivational theories, not leadership models. They dictate how a leader should interact based on the situations. Next question. A new project requires 2 or more agile framework, methods, element, practice to be used together. The project team needs to decide between Scrum in combination with Kanban or Scrum in combination with combination is extreme programming. What should the project manager do next? A. Suggest a hybrid approach. B. Recommend a blended agile. C. Mix productive and adaptive. Uh, and D. Suggest mixed method. So the answer is recommend a blended agile, which is often used as with hybrid. Hybrid approach is the standard term used in project management body of knowledge. Next question. So next question. The marketing department informs the project manager that the product market requirements have changed recently. This anticipated changes may significantly influence potential sales number and could impact project scope. What should the project manager do? A. Plan risk responses and update the risk register. B. Apply forecasting methods. C. Plan to use the contingency reserve and update the risk mitigation plan. And D. Use earned value management EVM method. Okay. So the answer is apply forecast method. Next. What what can the expected what can be expected from the product owner as part of backlog preparation? Owner A prepares some stories for the next iteration and refine some of them. B. Produce a product roadmap to show the anticipated sequence of deliverables. C. Micro, micro commit of each other and uncover some problems. D. Demonstrate a working product and accept deadline stories. So the answer is produce a product roadmap to show the anticipated sequence of deliverables. Next question. You have been asked to give details of how you propose to develop the project team. Which of the following description best describes what you should be doing? A. Improve the competency of team members. B. Document the resource calendar of team members. C. Assign the appropriate people to activities on the project. And D. Ensure the project team has shared visibility of the sprint. Okay. So the correct answer is improve the competency of team members. How? Development focuses on enhancing skill, motivation, and collaboration to boost performance. Resource calendar and task assignment belongs to planning, not development. Next question. A functional manager informed the project manager that the project's implementation must be scheduled during the factory's operational shutdown twice a year, 2 weeks at the end of June or December. How should the project manager represent the production deployment in the schedule? A. Mandatory dependency. B. Discretionary dependency. C. External dependency. And D. Internal dependency. So the correct answer is external dependency. The timing is driven by factory operation, which are outside of the project's control. That makes it an external dependency. Next question. Which diagram is a scope model that shows all the direct system and human interface to system within a solution? A. Data discretionary. B. Data flow diagram. C. Ecosystem map. And D. Context diagram. The correct answer is context diagram. A context diagram displays all external entities interacting with a system, perfect for defining scope boundaries. Data flow show data movements, not interfaces. Next question. A project manager was asked to tailor an agile framework which XP inspired engineering practices should a project manager use. A. Business analysis, system design, software development, and quality assurance. B. Sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, and sprint in retrospective sessions. C. Visualizing workflow, making impediments visual, and adjusting process limits. D. Story card, continuous integration, refactoring, or an automated testing. So the answer is story card, continuous integration, refactoring, or automated testing. These are core external programming engineering practices that enhances software quality and adaptability. That's why that's the answer. Next question. Which of the following describes a system interface table? Attributes include name, description, objectives, and audience. B. Attribute typically includes source system and target system. C. Display specific pages and screen within a functional design. D. Wireframes or mockups to identify a page element and function. So the correct answer is attributes typically include source system and target system. A system interface table document a connection between systems showing where data originates and where it's sent. Next question. When monitoring new work and changes, what's a common expectation in adaptive program? A. Work will evolve and adapt. B. Project will finish earlier. C. Strict change request process. And D. Changes will be actively managed. Okay. So the correct answer is work will evolve and adapt. In agile environment, change is expected and welcomed. The project involves continuously to deliver maximum value. So thank you for watching this video. Do like, share, and subscribe our video. Thank you.